I, like most of you watching this video, because I hope you click on it because you love wrestling, love wrestling. I've been watching it ever since I was a little kid, through the good time, from Attitude Era to the Ruthless Aggression Era that I believe is very underappreciated. Gone through it through the tough time, to the Alliance invasion, to the PG era of 2008. Oh, it was some rough time. To now, the new era. But lately, since SummerSlam and kind of since 2017, there's been a few issues that the WWE Universe has been having to deal with. Hey, I'm gonna count down the top 5 issues that the WWE Universe has been dealing with since SummerSlam. Honorable mention, Asuka's injury. This hit me hard. Asuka has been killing it on NXT. She's been champion since like when Bayley was in NXT, which has been over a year. She's never been pinned, never been submitted, none of that. She is undefeated, and sadly, she hurt her shoulder during her match at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3 against Ember Moon. So, that was a hard one for all of us to deal with, but I hope she heals up soon and we can get back to her just kicking ass. I guess now supposedly on the main roster. We'll see how that goes after Shinsuke Nakamura. Number 5, Sasha Banks' title reign. This has been an issue we've been dealing with since last year. Sasha Banks has never defended her title successfully. Despite being a 4-time women's champion, she's never defended it or held it longer than a month. Why? Sasha Banks is money. When I say money, I'm talking dollar signs, dollar bill, y'all, holla, 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 about to get a tag team match. Whoa, no. It's one of those things that I don't understand what Vince is thinking. Vince does not seem to see the money in Sasha Banks. He sees it more in Bayley, and we see how that went. And there's just this mentality that he does not understand how amazing Sasha Banks is. Sasha Banks, every time she goes out there, she could be having a match with a broom and everybody would watch it. Wow, that sounds almost kind of dirty, but we're going to pretend not. Number 4, lack of support on the network shows. You may not know this because I didn't know this until I read it. Or you just plain don't watch 205 Live like 95% of the universe. Jack Gallagher and the Brian Kendrick, Brian Kendrick, has been locked in this blood feud on 205 Live. Do you know about it? Nope, because it hasn't been on Monday Night Raw. I don't understand where they think that these cruiserweights, that this 205 Live show is going to take off without some support from Raw. There are feuds going on 205 Live that we don't even know about. Nobody even cares about. Oh, that hurts. These are people's livelihoods. Come on, man. Raw is seen by at least 3 million people every week. And I'm guessing 99.9% of those people don't watch 205 Live. So why don't you have some storylines on Raw carry over to 205 Live? And I don't mean in the 3rd hour. Another thing, the Mae Young Classic. Have you heard much about the Mae Young Classic on WWE TV? Not really. There's been an actual feud going on between the 4 horsewomen of UFC and the 4 horsewomen of WWE who got into it during the Mae Young Classic. Do you know that? There's just no support from the Raw and SmackDown. There hasn't been any support for the Mae Young Classic for people to know about it. Now, on the flip side, when the Cruiserweight Classic was going on, you just saw a commercial about that every 5 or so minutes. It almost speaks to the way that they see this tournament going. Number 3, Tag Team Limbo. Remember how excited you were to hear that Shelton Benjamin was coming back to SmackDown after he was supposed to come back last year, but he didn't actually come back because of an injury? Where was he this week? Remember the Shield in 2012 to 2014, how they got involved in like all kind of storylines. It didn't matter who you were just talking out there. You hear that Sierra Echo, Shield. Now they're just just any other tag team. If you want me to feel like this is the Shield reunion, just 2/3 of it, you gotta make it feel like the Shield. The Shield doesn't stick to one entity. The Shield doesn't stick to just one storyline. They usually go a lot more outside of their comfort zone and kick ass, basically. Number 2, pulling the trigger way too quick on Cena and Roman Reigns. Okay, imagine if The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin fought for the WWE title at Unforgiven.
No.
You'd forget it ever happened. So many people are wondering why WrestleMania quality is being put on No Mercy. No Mercy. A historically, very historically B show. Now, no one can argue that since the WWE Network, no pay-per-view has felt really that important or more important than the other. It's all because it's $9.99, in case you've forgotten after all the plugging. I don't understand this. And check out Edge and Christian's podcast, because they talk a little bit about this too, about why a WrestleMania-like match is being put on No Mercy. Number 1, the one-sided talent pool. Okay, so you know that John Cena is basically the biggest star because Roman Reigns can't do his damn job. Now that he's on Raw, as far as former world champions, if you want to say, NXT, Universal, ECW, world title holders, basically SmackDown now has this: AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, Jinder Mahal, we won't talk about that. Big E, I said NXT Championship, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Bobby Roode. That's how many former world champions are on SmackDown. Now let's talk about Raw, where they're basically all at. Miz, John Cena, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Bo Dallas, I said the NXT title, Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe, Brock Lesnar, Big Show, Kurt Angle, Finn Balor, Bray Wyatt, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, Neville. You notice there's a little bit of a lot to this, and this is why some people will always see SmackDown as the B show, because they give them the B treatment. This is only 5 issues. If you know more or any more, let me know in the comments section. If you like this video, hit the like button, share on Facebook, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and most importantly, I want you to laugh. I'm Elon Rich, and I'll catch you another day. Maybe tomorrow, maybe this weekend. I don't know.
Now look at you walking in here looking all pretty and angry and mean and good. I know you didn't get your hair done so you can just sit down and just sit still.
Hey, we trying to have a good time tonight. Let's go, baby. Let's go.